Sup, bruh? Come on, mask for mascara.
Sup, bruh?
Yo, sup, bruh?
What's up, bruh?
Yeah, I live.
So, okay, I have some questions for you.
Okay.
You know, I'm asking queens around the world, what would you do professionally if you didn't do drag?
Oh, that's actually a really good question. Be a prostitute. That's how
what we do now.
That's how I was paying the light bill before, bitch. I probably still do drag. Would be a part of my profession, you know. But I studied radio, TV, and film at East Tennessee State University.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I would still be working in some facet, I think, of radio, TV, or film.
I love that.
Especially film. And then I've also kind of, if I didn't do that, ideally I would love to have been a teacher.
All right, so dating as a drag queen, as you know, is not the easiest. It's super difficult to put ourselves out there. What do you do to keep yourself dateable?
I'm not dateable at all. I am extremely unavailable. I brush people off every time they try to give me that kind of attention. And I basically just wait until I'm like fuming, salivating at like the libido level that if I don't get dick that day, I'm gonna kill somebody, or I just don't do it.
Have you found it being more challenging after being on the show?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Everyone thinks that we like literally travel the world and just have sex with all kinds of people.
Right.
And they're like, oh, do you get all the boys now that you're famous and blah, blah, blah. Right. Bitch, what the fuck you mean? By the time my big ass gets done doing the show, first of all, I'm stank as fuck, okay? Drag stinks. Your balls has been in your butt crack. You do not want to understand what those two smells mixed together smell like. You know? Two, so I clearly gotta go, get out of drag, get in the shower. By the time I get to that point, I'm hungry.
Yeah, I feel you.
So, bitch, unless I'm on cocaine, I ain't bottoming.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
So Eureka is not dating. Well, what is Eureka doing to make herself feel lovely out of drag?
That's an interesting question. I think you're right. There is like a huge difference between our female personas and our male personas.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of us do struggle finding a way to balance it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So for me, I consider myself gender neutral in general. Yeah. But yeah, so it is kind of weird because I guess I don't really see myself as having like a boy or a girl side, but I definitely have two types of personalities.
I love that. Yeah.
One of them is really sweet and amazing, and the other one's a fucking psycho! I'm not kidding.
But you know what? Like I said, I'm really big on the balance, the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not easy when we do this, when we put ourselves in a situation where other people are judging us, but it is two sides of the same coin.
Yeah. You have to find a balance, you're right. You have to have a Netflix and chill.
Absolutely.
Right? You know, like, it's easy to want to go out, especially when you're in the big cities and you're traveling, you're like, oh, I need to experience this city. I need to, while I have this moment to travel. But my drag mother is the one that kind of keeps me in check.
Okay.
Because even when it comes to dick, like, or if I want to party versus, like, take a nap, you know, she'll be like, girl, you need to focus on your show. That's what you're making your money at. So why don't you take a 5-hour nap at the hotel?
Right.
You can always go back to like Cincinnati or Reno or, you know, now granted, if you're like out of the country, bitch, just don't sleep. You know, take up a Katya habit. Bitch.
I love it.
Bitch, I'll be so canceled by the end of this.
So truly, it's your friends and your family that keep you balanced.
Yeah.
I love that.
And then like the every now and then, you know, you know,
of course, you know,
a little one night stand, right? Oh, girl, I finally had. Can we talk about sex on your channel?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got dick the other night. I don't normally have sex with little guys, like little guys.
Okay,
like I'm talking about like twink. Like, girl, he was like maybe 5 foot tall, probably weighed 100 pounds, soaking wet. Bitch, I was terrified for this boy.
What did he do?
Bitch, he topped the fuck out of me. Bitch, it's like he slid in my crock and started kickboxing, bitch. I don't know what he was doing, bitch. But I have a whole new respect for the twink boys. I'm just gonna be real. I had never.
Don't sleep on the twink.
Do not, well, definitely don't sleep on the twink for me.
Being in the spotlight, people recognize us in and out of drag. And I know for me, when I'm out of drag, that is like my downtime.
Right.
To like kind of just chill. So for you, do you try to avoid not being recognized?
You know, it is so impossible for me to be not recognized. It literally, like, I can be walking anywhere in a bar, anything. If I speak,
it's your voice, right? Yeah.
If I say a single word, the next thing I know, oh my God, is that Eureka?
You know, Coco's the same way. Like, literally, like, we'll be talking and people will turn. It's just that
the voice. Yeah.
It's the voice. But I love it.
And I'm also large, so I'm like hard to miss.
But do you mind it? Like, you're like, okay, I know I've been working. I just want to chill right now.
You know, I learned a trick from Bob the drag queen.
Okay.
I have learned a lot of tricks from that hoe.
Yeah.
And we were at an airport. It was on the Christmas tour. We were like in Helsinki or like Norway or some random ass country. And we were in an airport and this fan comes up and was like, oh my God, you're Bob the drag queen. And Bob was like, yeah, it's so nice to meet you. Hold on a second. What's your name? And like, she says his name, bitch. And Bob reaches into her bag and pulls out a little 5x7 promo of herself and a marker and signs it. And gave it to the fan and said, it's so nice to meet you. Yeah. And I was like, bitch, what? And she was like, yeah. She said, that makes a fan's day more than anything. And I was like, it's a little 5x7. It costs me no money to print. You know, and that way they'll always remember who I am.
Oh, I love that.
So like, Bob obviously, like, she kind of hates it. I think in a way we all kind of do after a while. We don't want to be bothered, but at the same time, like, there's that part of us that realizes, like, without y'all, we can't do shit.
Yeah.
So I'll take my 2 minutes and say hi and take your I look like shit in the airport photo. But make sure that you tag me, but don't click on the photo and actually tag me, so that way it's not in my like actual tag timeline.
Right.
Just your friends know I'm tagged.
Well, thank you so much, Eureka, for stopping by.
Oh my God, I will stop by your house anytime.
What's up, bruh?
Hey, you better call me Big Mama. Know what kind of bruh you looking at? You're Kiki, honey. I'm excited to see what else we get to see from you.
Oh yeah, a lot of stuff coming soon. So.
Yes.
Thank you for stopping by and
coming soon.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Supbruh. Sup, bruh?